What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm almost ready. Fix my camera. Hi. Hello. What's up? Can you hear me? Yeah, I know you can hear me. Y'all are just pretending you can't hear me, but you can hear me. Oh, Monday, Monday, Monday. No, Friday, Friday, Friday. See, I get mixed up in my old age. Yeah, old, old. But I ain't gone yet. Uh, what is going on today? Bum, 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 bum. All right, who we got in here? We got Jabus. Good morning. Currently playing with my granddaughter. All right. Lag is here. Actually, the artist used to do illustrations for oh God, what's his name? Dang it. Gene Autry. Yeah, Gene Autry. So I got 3 of these art prints from him. And I finally listed this one because it's not quite as large as the others. It's a picture of Tom in his first car. Yep. Hey, Jake. Bum crack picker. Pings in the house. Any cool finds? Sure. I do see the clean auction. I put in some bids. They don't have very much stuff. Where will you spend it? I don't know. $10 is, they just evaporate. Yeah, you get a $10 bill in your wallet and it just kind of disappears. Uh, how did it go with the witches or Lutherans? I did pretty good yesterday. They had a sale on men's shoes. I picked up like 10 pairs of shoes for $4 each. So it was good. And I got a cowboy hat for $2. $10 is new. So yeah, stuff like these Skechers, $4, slightly stained, but they're in good shape. I mean, they're just bread and butter shoes. I don't mind selling shoes. Uh, got a pair of steel toe. They're just work shoes by Brazos. They're in good shape. They got the steel toes in them. Pick them up for $4, sell them for 25. Bam. I just bought 100 pipe screens for $40 delivered through Amazon. Pipe screens. Do I need to look up pipe screens? Pipescreens. They're like 50 for $11. 100 for $2 on eBay. The cowboy hat buy, I'm about 2/3 sold. God, I paid up for those. How much I pay for those? Like $250 for all those cowboy hats. And I've sold about $400 worth. So I'm in the profit on them. Dang, Mike, you're beating me. I paid up for mine. Man, I keep getting questions. Y'all hear that? Let me see what these people want on eBay. New message. Goat Rider says, I'll do $40 shipped for a $45 knife. Eh, I'll talk to him after the show. Oh, a buyer made a counteroffer. He raised his price $1 for one of the hats we're talking about. And another buyer says, I'll give you 30 for the $40 boots. Well, I'll finish up with them after the show. Yeah, I got some sales yesterday. I sold 8 items for $200. Yay, average day. It's kind of average for me. So, yeah, I don't know. I may accept that. Let's see. Uh, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and take the offer on the hat. Just cause. $21 for a $27 hat. And it's not going all that far, so shipping shouldn't be bad. All right. You wore me down. So we should hear cha-ching. Where's the old lady? Who's old lady? You talking about Tom? He probably forgot what time it was, what time the show starts. I don't know where he is. Haven't heard. So, probably most of you wouldn't do this deal, but from the Lutherans, I bought a pair of really worn boots. How do those look? They look pretty worn, don't they? Gonna have to do a lot of cleanup and a lot of making them look better. But why would I buy that? I paid $2 for these from the Lutherans. Now, why would I do that? You see what it says there? Danner. You ever heard of Danner boots? Let's see if I can get the model number. I'm too old to read little writing. Let's see. Get out my magnifier here. I'll get you model number. 53900. Let's look those up. Do, 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 do. So we'll present the screen. See if we can learn something this morning. I was learning about Danner boots. Danner is a good name for a boot. Okay. DANNER 53900. These are called Sharp Tail. See if I can bring out Sharp Tail. SHARPTAIL boots. Yeah, I couldn't read the. Let's see. So here's a pair of pre-owned Sharp Tails for 120 bucks. That's what they're asking. Let's go to sold listings. And these do have a lot of wear on them, but it looks like they can still go. So this pair sold for 50. Probably in better shape than mine. So I bet I can still get 30 bucks for my $2 spent. Put a little leather conditioner on them. Be good to go. Good to go. I know. It's just bread and butter stuff. Shoes and boots. They fill out a lot of empty spaces in my needing to sell items. So Tom, people were wondering where you were. Sadie said, "Where's the old lady?"
Yeah, I heard that. He just got cut out of my wheel. I was on a phone call and I just couldn't get off the phone call. So sorry I'm late.
Yeah, 24K. Take me 5 minutes to clean the boots up. List them on eBay another 5 minutes. Took me 5 minutes to buy them. So for 15 minutes, I made 38 bucks. What's wrong with that?
Yep.
That's about $130, $40 an hour. He said, nasty.
Well, that's rich people. People don't do stuff like that.
So 24K, 100 bucks an hour isn't good enough for you? Okay. Yeah. What's wrong with it? I've done it for 8 years now, putting my hands in other people's shoes to sell them. And a lot of people do it. I guess you don't. How do they smell? I haven't smelled them.
So, have already missed what you bought yesterday?
I bought about 10 pairs of shoes and boots and a cowboy hat.
Yeehaw! More cowboy hats. Have you sold the other ones you have?
No, did Chad do a video? I gotta look that up now. You talking about Golden Finger Picker? He said he was maybe gonna start making some videos. Well, looky there. Wait. Video. No, that was, I'm getting like 8 years ago stuff. Chad who? Lag owns his own bowling shoes. You know those weird colored bowling shoes you rent from the bowling alley? Ah, there's a cha-ching.
Yeah,
I sold a corkscrew.
I don't wear other people's shoes.
What's his? Put a link in there, Sadie. I went to his channel just now and I don't see a new video. What the hell?
Okay, lay down. Lay down. There you go.
Let me. Oh, that was on Hearts Pickers. Okay, there it is. I got it. Hopefully he talks about working on my watches. Because he still got 9 of them.
Speaking of watches, hybrid.
I've been in that Habitat store in Waco, but I didn't see much that I could resell. That was a long time ago. That was like 5 years ago I went in there. But I don't need more inventory. I got so much crap to sell. I did like 8 listings yesterday. And I've been listing. I've been doing 8, 10, 12 a day for a couple of weeks now. Which is a lot for me. I usually don't do all that many. But I have just had a lot of stuff to get listed. Yeah, Colleen auction is open, Ron. There's not much there that I want. There's a, Gwen's kind of been wanting some Christmas yard stuff, so I put one of them, they got a yard snowman and a yard Christmas penguin blow up. I put a little bid on those. But I'm not going to pay a lot for them. I hate buying retail on Christmas yard art because they only look good the first year, and then you leave them up for a month or two, and they get all wind blown and leaves and stuff in them. Habitat's a good place if you part out appliances. And like a refrigerator, yeah. I bet if you went there regularly, you could kind of get an idea of what's coming in new and hot and ready to sell. Yeah, I pretty much gave up on thrift stores, which is fine because I get plenty of inventory from the auctions and garage sales and the Lutherans. Yep. How about you, Tom? Are you sourcing? Are you doing any sourcing?
I was just checking a bunch of bids on some stuff right at the moment because I forgot about them.
Oh yeah, you bidding on an auction?
Yes. Well, I'm just checking to see what those watches were going for, and I've got a couple of lots that I'm bidding on.
Mm-hmm.
It's some plumbing stuff and hardware for the house, for a house and whatnot.
Morning, Harry. Yeah, I'm having my coffee. That's not much of a guess there. So you peaked 24K's interest. He wants to see Rolex and Patek Philippe and all
No, they're
those.
not. They're Seiko, and there's a couple of auto winders in there that I'd like to have because I want an auto winder because I hate dealing with batteries. And when we have that great EMP, that's going to wipe out all these electronic watches. So I'm not really into. I'm not really into ugly, pretentious watches.
Donate to Goodwill, but don't source there. Yeah, I donated to the Lutherans. Take stuff to the back door and then go in the front door and buy more stuff.
Yeah.
I don't just collect luxury. Okay.
Really?
Do, 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 do.
Oh, I have my eye on a watch at a jewelry store. If I don't get these, I'm going to go buy it because I really like it. But it's $500, and I'm a cheap ass. I don't want to pull the trigger on it.
Do, do.
Um,
So yeah, I don't know if I ought to. So I sent out offers this morning to watchers, and I got a message from a customer that says, "Oh, I'll do 40." Oh, another cha-ching. What was that?
what
Oh,
did
they
you
paid. They paid for the hat. I accepted that.
what's the asking price for that $40 item?
47, I think, or
How much you
50.
got into it?
Let me look. It's a knife.
Oh, I mean, are you considering the $40 offer?
Yeah, I got it listed for 45, and I sent out. He wants to do $40 shipped, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that because shipping on it's going to be what, $5?
Tell them you do 45 and free shipping.
I don't
and
want to
just
change. I don't want to change the shipping.
Okay, we'll just tell him $40 and he's paying for the shipping.
But I already sent him 10% off, so he would have gotten an offer for like $40 plus shipping.
Uh,
So he wants me to take off another $5 or so.
well, if you got $2 into it, it might be worth it. But I don't know. Stuff sitting on the damn shelf is. Let's move it on out.
So I'd have to send him an offer for like $35. I think this was in a lot of knives I bought here. I'll share screen. Y'all tell me whether I should send him a $35 offer or not for the knife. Counter at 25. Oh yeah, that'd get it sold. And not it. There it is. It's kind of an interesting knife. It's a snap-on
Right?
70th anniversary. Whiskey Gap.
What's it? Whatever. What is it selling for? Or is any of them sold like it?
Kershaw. I don't know. Let's look at comps. So it was made in 1990, and we'll do a lookup on. We're not doing anything else. Might as well piddle around with stuff like this. Okay, one sold in September for $50 plus shipping. So my asking 45 plus shipping is not out of the question. This one sold. This one sold for $50. So why should I offer the guy 35? I already offered 45 plus shipping. Anyway, okay, counter at 20. I got that in a lot of knives. I don't know exactly how much I spent for that one.
Jesus.
Just decline. It sounds like a cheap ad. I may just not. He had to message me because I already sent him. I don't think I can send him a lower offer because. Yeah, if people were making money in the stock market, maybe some people will start buying again. Gold and silver are taking a brunt of it though. It's been listed about maybe a month, 6 weeks. Not too long. It's not like one of my 5 years on the shelf type items.
Right.
Let's see, how many are on the market? Mine's the only other one like it on the market.
Then let her ride. Oh Lord, I was just looking at an auction down in Chester County and of a farm, an estate, and it says contents of a building. Well, the first picture you see, it looks like a freaking outhouse. No, I don't think I want those contents.
Morning, Beard. Ancient relics. Well, that's a compliment because a relic is kind of like isn't that a religious? No, that's an icon. Never mind.
That's us, Todd. That's us. We're
Relic.
relics.
Yeah, imagine the dollar shot up in value. It's probably why gold and silver went down. Yeah, it might, with interest in the knife, it might bring up more visibility.
Right.
Shoot it higher up in search. Let me just look up Kershaw snap-on knife. K-N-I-F-E.
What is that?
So if I just type in Kershaw snap-on knife, I'm 5th on the list. And a bunch of them are going for more than mine, but a bunch of them are brand new. So anyway, I guess the guy can kick rocks for a while.
Yeah. See what happens.
Tom is a farmer.
I do. I just spent $480,000 for a tractor last night.
What?
In my game. In my game.
Oh, schnackies.
I couldn't even turn that $480,000 tractor around in my yard.
Yeah, Kershaw makes good knives, and Snap-on makes good tools. I don't know why they combined, but they did. Kershaw made them a bunch of knives with Snap-on on them. You don't, Mike. You don't think Tom and I are important to history?
We've
I guess.
experienced more of history than any of you other ones have. Any of you other use guys have.
Yeah, it's kind of like, is it important to leave a legacy? What if you just live your life and have a good life and then die? Nobody remembers you 100 years from now. It's sad that the person who didn't win the election is going to be remembered 100 years from now, but I won't.
Yeah, but she's a loser. You're not.
I've lost at a lot of stuff. Dar Global signed a deal with Trump to launch 6 hotels in the dang. There was I saw one of the protests outside the Trump building in New York,
Right?
and there was only like 35 people there. Was it yesterday they were showing protests about the
Yeah.
election?
Um,
They were kind of not large crowds. They had some pretty signs though.
yeah. Oh
No
man,
one
some of
said.
these people have just lost their mind. Some of these people just screaming and carrying on. It's like, dude, maybe you need to get a part-time job to go along with that full-time job, or maybe you ought to get 2 or 3 part-time jobs if you don't have a full-time job, and use some of that energy elsewhere. I mean, I would be ashamed. Do these people not have any self-esteem at all? Some of these screaming carrying ons, because I had all kinds of ugly thoughts going through my mind while they're standing there with their mouth wide open screaming. It's like you need something put in that mouth to put it to good use. Um,
I know.
uh,
What watching those videos that are out about people's reaction to the election, they're funny. I mean, even if you voted Democrat, those videos are just stupid funny.
yeah,
Oh,
Jabus.
so
Wait a minute, Jabus Chastity. Do y'all go travel as far as Chester in your searching?
so here 24K sent me some pictures of some watches he collects that are not like Rolex or high dollar ones. Couple of Seikos there. What's that one? That one's a Seiko.
I believe it's Seiko. It's one of the mid-range watches. There's one of them that is rated higher than the fashion brands, Rolex, those kind, and it costs like 90% less. It's such a good watch.
Are
Anyway,
those are those like Arabic characters on this one?
that looks like Klingon to me.
Klingon.
Kata,
Huh? Oh,
Kusha, ha.
oh, gosh. Oh.
Javis, Chassis, that link that I just posted is to an auction
there.
over in Chester. I don't know whether there's anything in it that you like.
Indian characters.
Okay. I
would have to look at the dial and go 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 7 o'clock.
Todd, what do you do with the ones that have like a dot at the top? Show 12 o'clock.
Oh yeah, our numbers are Arabic. What just happened?
We just jumped into Klingon.
Yeah, we're talking Klingon there, Lag. Lag's too young to remember Star Trek.
Anyway, look at that, Javis, and see if there's anything that you want. If Todd was nearby, these damn shelf lots in that auction, he would be jumping all over it because, he buys all kinds of stuff.
I do. I don't care what I sell. Pretty much.
I can hardly tell what's on the damn shelf. I'd have to pull it into, I'd have to save the picture, pull it into like a photo editor so I could pull it in and then change the resolution on it to fill in some of the pixels.
Well, is it close enough to go do a preview?
I just looked at it. I was just quickly scanning to see if there was anything that I really caught my eye. I have to go back.
You didn't even look to see how far the auction is from you?
It's in Chester. It's about 45 minutes.
Well, shoot, go over there and look at the stuff.
I don't know if they're having a preview. I haven't looked at it that far.
Oh, they all have at least a preview now. COVID's over. And then I got another advertisement for an estate auction here in the mail. This auction's about 65 miles from here.
Are they having anything good?
I don't know. They just put out a list. They got some coins, Morgan dollars, and there's an 1883 Carson City MS63 and a GSA holder. Yeah, those would go pretty high. Man, they got a lot of coins in this one. That whole portion right there, the letter is coins.
Wow. There's a lot of coins.
But even at this
ad front here.
And this is a live auction. They don't sell online. But even at those, people go and pay too much for coins.
See, I don't know a lot about coins, but I just don't understand why people are buying. Like, there's an auction. It's probably an hour and a half away from me. Let's say an hour. It's right outside of Hickory, and they sell a lot of gold coins. But you look at those, you compare the prices that they're like the bid prices on some of these coins against the asking prices over on eBay or in these coin shops. I mean, I don't understand where I guess people just get carried away with their bidding. I don't understand why they pay so much. I mean, they're paying like a coin selling for $60 on eBay, and it's selling, they're paying almost $100 for it at this damn auction, Plus, they have to pay that uh, extra fee. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, like this guy was trying to sell me some damn uncirculated coins from 1939. From one of these phone services. And I said, no, I'm not really interested. I don't really know a lot about coins. And I said, when I buy gold or silver, I buy it by the bar. And he said, well, we've got those too. I said, well, I have a man already that I deal with, and I don't know you. Um,
But yeah, I mean, it's like this is my local auction that Ron and I buy from. Oops. Let me just share real quick what coins go for at this auction. And they all go too much. You can buy these cheaper at a online bullion dealer. But anyway, just to give you an idea here, let me get to some coins. Where'd they go? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Starting bid for this one is $50, ungraded, 1902. Nobody's bid on it yet. But
what's
yeah,
the starting bid on it? I wasn't paying attention.
$50.
50
Now this
bucks.
one, 1883.0. It's already got a bid of $40, and then it's another $4 for the another $40 for the auction premium. So this coin is already got a bid of $44 on it. I'm like, God, you can buy those cheaper on eBay. Here's a buffalo round. It's got a bid of $30.
What does that mean? That's not really a coin. It's just a
It's an ounce of silver.
ounce of silver.
So plus the auction premium, that makes it $33. So here's a peace dollar that's got a bid of $35 on it. Um, yeah, they don't. I don't think they've got any graded coins in this auction. Here's
But
a Silvertown bar. They got a bid of $32.50, which make cha-ching.
dang, you just selling all kinds of stuff this morning.
Yeah, some of this stuff is real cheap. I sold a connector cable for $5.50. Yay. Uh, so anyway, but that gives you an idea. This silver bar got an American flag on it. America.
America.
So
Make America great again.
with the premium, it's over $35. Yeah, and then you got to go pick it up. Yeah, I still got all of mine 24K. I haven't even looked at those in a long time, the Hawaiian coins.
Well, I mean, it's not an American flag, but 1 ounce of silver
What are those going for?
is for 36.19 at SD Bullion.
So this is what, let's see. So this is what 24K is talking about. Now, some of these cheap ones are not real silver. So the expensiver ones, let's say here's a lot of fives that sold for $350. So they've held their value.
Damn, you can buy silver coins through Walmart. Lot of 2024 silver American Eagle coins, 1 troy ounce, 0.999 pure, $865.30 with free shipping.
Wow, I've got one or two of these. That sold for.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I like the whale and the other fishes.
Yeah, they're very pretty coins.
And before you say anything, Lag, I know a whale is a mammal, not a fish. That's numbered?
Uh,
Is that what that number is on the side of it? Is
what are Gods of Olympus selling for? You got raw coins? Did you get yours graded?
who?
Let's see.
Felix?
I'm talking to 24K. Let's see. This one sold for 217. That's over $100 an ounce. Jeez. There's a 4-coin set that sold for $400. Are those sold? Yeah, those are sold listings.
Well, I got a question for you and all these financial gurus in the audience. If you had $1,000, would you spend it on like precious metals, or would you go buy stock with it?
What? Say that again?
If you had $1,000, would you spend that you needed to invest in something? Would you invest in precious metals, gold, silver, whatever, or would you buy stocks in a company?
Um, you're not going to use it for inventory?
No, I'm talking about long-term investing.
Uh, well, the way gold and silver works is you're just putting a place mark on your value. Like an ounce of gold buys today what it did in 1890. It buys the same amount of goods and services.
Mike,
So
funny.
gold is to preserve your wealth. Silver is to preserve your wealth. It only goes up in price when the value of the dollar goes down.
Okay,
Does that
let's.
make sense?
Yeah, but let me add. Let me
But
put it this.
it's a good place mark. I mean, it's like if you put your money in the bank and draw 2% interest, well, you're going backwards because inflation is running hotter than 2%.
Only thing savings account good for is having cash available when you can make some real money off of it.
Right. So
Buying a piece of dirt and splitting it in 3 lots and selling it for a huge profit.
but now stock, you know, it's just like anything else. You got to buy it low and sell it high, and you got to pick the right time to buy.
Yeah, I just there's some just dodgy bastards running these big companies these days. They get their $20 million and yet the company loses money.
I mean, 24K. He's bought into some. What do you call the initial stock offering?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the third.
And that's probably the best time to buy when an IPO, initial
Public offering.
IPO. Yeah. If you buy it when it's IPO, it's got a chance to go up big, you know.
Right.
Or it
Well,
has
it's,
or it has a chance to crash to zero.
my boys, my oldest one particularly, he's talking about buying some gold bars or some silver, and just sticking it in his lockbox and leaving it there till he's as old as Todd is. And
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. It's gonna
like you said, it's for good chances in 40 years. He's 27, 40, 40 years. It's probably going to go up in value.
yeah.
Oh, that was a thing. That was a pitch that the guy sent me the other. I mean, when he called me the other day, he says, with Trump taking office, he's going to bring back a lot of production to America, and that means that the value of silver and gold is going to go up because they're used in such, um, so many electrical parts. And I said, that's going to take time.
Don't overlook Bitcoin or Lagcoin.
I don't do Bitcoin.
The best place to invest in my imagination
Is
is
dirt. DIRT. There's not making any more of it.
okay. Interrupt me, bastard.
That's the best thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Todd. Forgive me, Your Grace, for interrupting you. What, Todd?
I think, let's say somebody wants to open a local restaurant and they need some capital to get started, and you make a deal with them and get papers drawn up. You're going to loan them $10,000, and over 10 years they pay you back 20,000, or you work out what it's going to what they're going to pay you back for it.
Yeah.
So I think that could be like a really good opportunity there, or buy into a percentage of their company, of their restaurant. Say you need $100,000. Well, I'll put in 10,000, and then
Yeah. Buying paper used to be real popular. We held a good bit at one time. Um, like on mobile homes
it's
and
the
stuff
biggest
like that.
sin. Bye, Chastity.
Bye.
Have a good weekend.
Did any of you folks in the audience at any time buy paper? And when I say paper, I'm talking about like mortgage loan notes, that kind of stuff.
So 24K, if you invest in someone's business, is that really the same thing as loaning somebody money? You just straight loan them money. Bum, bum. Okay, investment is different. Well, that's what I'm talking about, though. I'm
Yeah.
investing in a business.
I don't loan money for nothing. You got to put some skin into the game. If Flag says, Tom, I need to borrow you $100,000. I'm sorry, because I want to go shove it into strippers' G strings in Vegas. No, son, get a job. If he brings me an good investment opportunity and needs $100,000,
So
I'd probably carry
24K.
some paper.
Do do they have bankers in Saudi, or is it illegal for bankers to loan money to people? Because it's against. We do have banks, okay. So can they loan money to an individual? If they
I,
can, then that's going against scripture too, huh?
I would. That's what I was thinking. He was talking from a morally
Interest-free
direction.
loans.
Interest free bullshit. Do they front load it with a lot of fees and stuff like that? Nothing's for free.
So how do the banks make money? He hadn't answered yet. How do the banks in Saudi make money? Oh, you pay management fees.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
Well, that's kind of splitting hairs there.
Yeah.
So the management fees work out probably exactly the same as interest rate would. They just call it something different so that they can be good with Islam. They will sell you gold.
It's just, people got to be creative with their money. First, if they got to save some money so they can be creative. But, you know, back in the day, like in the, let's see, the late 90s, early 2000s, um, people were buying mobile homes and renting them out like crazy. Not so much now because they've gotten so expensive. But I handled we handled a lot of 90-day notes. People buying up mobile homes and renovating them and then reselling them. We made some pretty good coin doing that. But we had to have the money on hand. We had to have the money in the bank. And that's the only thing good bank savings accounts are good for. But like I said, dirt. They ain't making no more, except in Abu Dhabi or Dubai, or I think Japan's got an island that their airport's sitting on that's man-made. Yep.
Yeah, we all missed the train when gold was 300.
But
That's
see,
been that's
my
been a
boys
long
don't
time.
have.
That's 30, 40 years ago now, huh?
Yeah.
No, 30 years ago. Yes.
People don't.
Okay, camera's off.
When I was young and didn't have any responsibilities, but I had some money, nobody talked about buying gold and silver. Which, of course, the dollar was not worth as much. Cost of living and all that kind of crap. I'm not talking to you. My Medicare is taken care of.
Bum, 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 bum.
Because when you don't have any responsibilities, you have kind of the money that you can do stuff like buy gold coins and throw them in the lockbox and leave them for 30 years. And then when you get mortgages and loans and girlfriends and wives and children and people like Felix will be 90 years old time he gets his last one out of university. You know, he better be making money now. No. The only thing that's pyramid about it is I take a little bit of money and I do something with it to make more money. And then I take that money and I invest it in something to make more money. So it does create a pyramid, but it's not a pyramid scheme. I don't want to deal with nobody's money.
Problem with gold is the selling cost.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could take an ounce of gold down to the local
Felix,
coin
not right.
shop and well, let's just look. If I sold, let's do a little research here. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is go to one of the biggest bullion dealers in the world at max.com, APMEX.
Well, see, the thing you can exchange gold.
And let's look at their buyback price. Okay, we'll go to
Um,
gold. And let's just go with the most common gold. Quit sending me ads. We'll just American Eagles. We'll pick 1 ounce. Okay, you can buy 1 ounce of gold for 2,878. Where's their buyback? How do you look at? Oh, sell to us. Oh, you got to request a quote.
uh,
They're not just going to advertise how much their buyback is. Let's try Provident Metals. Maybe they'll show a buyback price. Sell to us. Our buy
somebody,
prices.
you don't always have to. If somebody was like, I have a lot for a house that's for sale. If somebody brings me the value of that lot in gold, we'll do an exchange.
So here you go. Provident Metals, you can buy it for 2,827 right now.
Right.
But their buyback price is 2,712. What's the difference in those two prices?
How much was it in the beginning?
Oh, good grief. Okay, memorize 271. Dang it.
27.
2712 is what you can sell it to Provident.
Okay.
Okay. And the buy price right now from the same company is 2826. What's the difference?
So you're losing about $114.
Okay. So is that, but if you bought these 10 years ago for 1,300, and selling to Provident for 2,700, that's kind of how you have to look at it.
Yeah.
15%. You're taking a 15% haircut. Okay. Hi, Jake.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, we're
Here's the
just
man with money.
peachy keen.
Looking at some gold coins.
Yeah, we're just piddling.
Trying to make it interesting.
Now 24K can sell at spot price because he's over there.
Right.
What's spot price of gold today?
Jake, in the Amish community, when y'all were mainline,
26.89.
did y'all? I mean, do they use banks? Do they
Yes.
invest?
In what? Like not not traditional stock market stuff. As far as I know, there could be some outliers, but I think as a general rule, well, not a rule, but just as a general analysis, I don't think very many of them invest like in like traditional
Investments.
token markets. But
Right.
things like gold or things like real property or real assets, yeah.
But yeah, Tom's point is, and what you do, Jake, is uh, very reasonable too. Buy dirt, as
Yep.
Tom calls
Buy
it.
dirt. Buy
That's
dirt. They don't make any more of it.
and it's going to only thing it's going to do is go up and up and up in price.
Right. As even under a prosperous economy, the value of dirt, as you will, goes up at least incrementally. You know,
Yeah.
it's a place people want to put money in when they have plenty, and even when there isn't plenty, people still have to have a place to live and a place to store value.
Yeah. And if you create, you're really industrious. If you have enough dirt, you can feed yourself off of it.
Sure.
Even though I follow this, or Roberta and I follow this girl that lives in New York City, and her balcony in her apartment, she's got like 4 tomato plants and
Yeah.
running, straight up. What do they call it? Vertical growing
Vertical.
cucumbers, and I mean, she's farming the hell out of her balcony.
Right. Right. Yeah. Maybe even hydroponically. Maybe.
Yeah, but
I'm sitting here waiting on the building inspector to come tell me that the work we've done the last 4 days is good enough to get an inspection to replace the main load center for the building. The motel, the motel
right.
building or former motel building is getting an electrical upgrade from 100 amp service to 200 amp service. It's a 6 unit motel for anybody listening that wonders how can they run a motel on 200 amps.
There is a YouTube channel. I know you stay busy all the time, but when
Be right
when you're
back.
waiting for your girlfriend to leave and all that kind of stuff, and you're just hanging around, it's a guy in he and his I think wife now they bought a old monastery in France,
Okay.
and they're renovating it,
Uh-huh.
and they're doing a lot of stuff. And he said he was talking in one of the episodes. He was talking about if the monastery was in the United States or in the United Kingdom, he said, when I would have walked away from this thing so fast, I would
Yeah.
even not, because he said because the buildings and codes are changed so and are so strict. He said, I'm not everything that I'm doing electrical is inspected by an inspector, but because it's a rehab and it's not a
Mm-hmm.
new build, he says there's a lot of stuff you can get away with that you
Okay.
can't get away
Yeah.
with a new building.
Right.
Anyway,
Right.
you might find it interesting,
Okay.
but it's boy, he's industrious.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing's like 30 some thousand square feet. I mean, it was not a monastery; it was a convent, and but it's really interesting watching what he's doing and what they're finding because they're tearing up. Because apparently this monastery was built like in the 1700s, had like stone floors, like
Okay.
cobblestone. And
Uh-huh.
sometime in the 70s, they put sand down over the top of it and then poured concrete on top of it.
Okay.
And so now they're breaking up all the concrete to get back down to the cobblestone floors. They're putting a lot of sweat equity into this thing because he's got a
Right.
budget. You probably know that. You probably do a lot more work on your places.
I do a lot. Yep.
If you
Yeah.
had more money, you might sub it out more.
Yeah.
Did you ever
Yeah.
get?
Well, I do some. Yeah, I do some of both. I have a brother who's a general contractor.
Do you Did you ever get the lady back in her apartment? The one that you had to move out so y'all could fix the flood issues and
Yes. 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 Took. We actually got it done ahead of time. We expected it to take 10 days, and we had it done in 6 days.
that's good.
Actually, we got 2 units done in 6 days. So it did ended up. We just had to add one more person to the crew, and we were able to get 2 units done in the same amount. Well, even less time. So just more efficient sometimes.
My brother showed me some pictures of a house that he took with his phone. It's out in the country, way out in the country, and like it's sitting in the middle of like 186 acres. But this guy bought this house back in August, or this land, and there is a 4,200 square foot house sitting there now. And I'm like, did they work 24 hours a day on that house? He said they must have damn well did because that house is finished. The family is living in it. And but he said the guy's got a lot of money, so he I want to be in it by Thanksgiving. You know, that's probably what he told them, and
Right. I
charge
got
me
you.
accordingly. Josh says it's expensive up there.
Yeah, but Josh lives real close to Toronto, so he's got that. Closer you get to a big city in the United States, the more expensive real estate is.
It's when Zombiegeddon starts, I'd like to have about 1,000 acres up there in the middle of nowhere in Canada.
Why Canada? That's cold.
That's what. Well, those damn zombies are freeze. You know, that's one of the things about Walking Dead. It was always in the South. And first of all, these zombies would sneak up on you. Okay, in August.
Morning, Todd.
In August, a 14-year-old can walk from his house to the basketball court, and you can smell it coming a mile away. That's how fast you sweat and carry on. You know, it's like I would like to see them set it up in Toronto, where or even Duluth,
Well,
where it gets.
they need to come up with a cold version of zombies.
They need to do a show where because they would have to freeze up. I mean, okay, Scott. Okay, Scott, that's for your next conspiracy thing. While we're talking about flat earthers, zombie theory. No, I get cold real fast, like Scott. Are you going to do a show tonight? You have a lot of topics to talk about. Yeah, I think it was Fox News says it's because of the Amish that Trump won Pennsylvania. I am around earthly. You start looking at physics and stuff like that, and
never miss
optics.
A chance.
Anyway, what do you got on your liberal tears? If you're not drunk on liberal tears, yeah. So what do you got on your agenda today, Jake? Just waiting on your inspector?
Yeah, but waiting on the inspector. So then once the inspector comes in and gives us a green ticket, I guess, then I can transfer power over to the new panel. Because the building right now is without power. They pulled the meter for us, so the inspector can do his job, and then he will do the rest of it.
Electrical work is expensive.
Oh yeah, I do most of it myself. I mean, there are certain things I don't do, but I do most of it.
I was going to have our breaker box, our outside main breaker box where the meter and everything's at.
Uh-huh.
I was going to have it totally replaced. It was going to be $5,000, $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, we'll just wait. Because what I want to do is I want to drop a couple of outlets so I can plug a whole house battery backup into it. And I'm like, no, I want to move. I'm not.
Yeah.
Maybe when I get ready to sell it, I'll modernize it, but not right
Right,
now.
there you go. All right, well, I got to run.
All right, have a good
See ya. Bye.
Give the inspector a kiss for us.
one. Yeah.
Glenn, that was a cool jacket you showed this morning on Johnny's show. He had a 1980s motorcycle racing jacket he sold for like $215. Jeez.
Wow. What time was that show?
Just right before this one. In fact, they were probably still going when I came on.
I don't want to. I'm not talking about reselling that early in the morning. I just want to sit. I just want to sit in my recliner with a couple cups of coffee and my cat in my lap and just kind of like get woke up. So anyway, Scott, did you ever say whether you're going to do a hangout tonight?
He said he would if he's not too drunk. On
the liberal tears. Okay.
Liberal tears.
I'll check tonight. Last week he said he wouldn't have one, then he had one. And then he used my name in vain the whole time.
He usually goes on after John's show gets over with a little time.
All right. I got to get ready to get to a doctor's appointment.
All right. Let's shut this puppy down for today. Thank you, everyone, for dropping by and giving me 150 thumbs up. How many do I have? Let's see. Did I get any thumbs up? Yeah, I got 8 thumbs up. Thank you. Yay.
I need to go over to. I'll have to go over to YouTube and pull it up, and so I can give you a thumbs up.
I gotta keep. I gotta keep getting my $10 a month YouTube AdSense.
Well, you know, for a whole year you can at least play a couple of hands of poker when you're on your next cruise.
It's kind of down. I was making like $14 a month about a year ago. I don't know why it's down to about 10.
Well, I think you have to just constantly turn out content.
Yeah, I need to make more regular videos. I need to get on a schedule and just put one out whether I feel like it or not.
Yeah.
I usually only put out videos just like for 2 reasons. One, when I feel like it, or 2, when I've got something to show off on reselling or some new coins or something.
You just need to get,
which isn't all that often.
You need to get Gage to start doing while he's sitting around doing nothing. You just need to make some, shoot the video and then put him in. That lawnmower video probably paid for that last trip they went on.
That video is not all that good performing. It's only been viewed like 150 times, maybe 200.
Okay, we need to find somebody to promote that for him. But one of the gamers that I game for, his 10-year-old son does all his video editing, and it looks very professional. And he says, it helps keep some $150 shoes on his feet.
Videos on I need to figure out how to make some like Christmas decorations out of toothbrush holders. Maybe run some Christmas lights and string them all together. And
drill a hole in the end of them, and then stick the the little light bulb through the hole, so
Yeah.
it lights up the whole tube. Reach out to Deb.
Yeah, Deb's creative. She
Yeah,
good.
reach out to her. Say, hey, baby, I need an idea for these 2,000 toothbrush holders I have. Anyway, Todd, have a great day. If I see you tonight, I see you tonight. If not, I'll talk to you on Monday.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
And we gone.